Thanks to the huge success of his hit series, Home Improvement, my next guest is, I think, next month's cover boy for Popular Mechanics. Here he is showing us what he can do with his tools.
Well, I hope you put stops on the front of the track, Tim.
Gosh, I hope I did. Otherwise, I think it will fall right up.
It worked. I apologize.
It is fluid-like movement because you can move your VCR in and out just like that.
Tim Allen. Now, okay, just from yeah, all that and everything, this has to be a dream come true for that guy.
Boy, my nipples are hard as raisins.
Oh, hey.
No, that was I subscribed to Popular Mechanics as well as Popular Science, two magazines like this, engineering type magazines. Since I was about 8 years old. It was when you're a kid, it was always people will fly. Dome cities. That was why, you know.
Yeah.
You see how far that got us? Yeah. Can you imagine everybody flying in cars? I bet they have them. They just said, no, this is impossible. On the freeways, it's bad enough. Imagine if you could fly around your own car.
Like the Jetsons?
Just the Jetsons, yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Maybe not.
Because driving in L.A. is hell.
Well, no. No, yes, it is hell. There's so many other things that are hell. I was thinking of my mother-in-law's cooking. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Let's talk about tools just for a minute. Now, you probably have just a plethora of tools. What's your favorite?
What's plethora mean?
You probably have a bunch of tools.
I have a bunch of tools. I have my tools out in my shop, and then I have the tools that my wife has touched that she domesticates. Well, they're wild tools out in the shop, and as soon as she gets them indoors, put stickers all over them, and they're painted and stuff. I don't touch them, you know.
now, what would she do in the kitchen with tools, or what tool could she use?
Well, once she got my Makita cordless.
Every time I say tool, this one guy giggles.
I know. Well, you know, it's always that guy that has a name for it, you know. It's called his tool.
Oh yeah.
So it's not the same thing, fella. My wife got a circular. Makita makes this little circular saw, little mini 8-inch blade, and I still have no idea what they sent it to me. I have no idea what to use. My wife cuts bread, pizza pans. I mean, everything. I said, honey, I don't think that's how they design it. I think it's for wallboard and plywood and paneling. She goes, no, look at the pizza dough. Goes right through that. I don't generally think that's the idea, but now it's hers. It's her tool. It smells like her. I can't touch it, you know, unless I rescent it.
Right. Now, could I ask you about the wife? Because you know these birdcage bottom journalists are writing stories.
Oh, this one was too funny.
Yeah.
Because I read those birdcage bottom.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you belong. You put them on the bottom of your birdcage, let your bird all over.
My bird never makes noises like that. But on the other hand,
I have a huge bird.
Big bird. Just
big-ass bird.
Stop the beans and franks, Arsenio. I can't get a nice sleep in here. Oh, man. Eat some roughage. No, generally, I read them. I think they're pretty darn funny. But Michael Jackson did an interview, and he said, you keep hearing the same thing over and over again, pretty soon you start believing it. So this time my wife calls me. She goes, I'm leaving, I'm going back home. I went, huh? And we both paused. I said, Inquirer? And she goes, yeah, they wrote that we're splitting up because I threw a pot roast at her or something. I don't know what it was, something really stupid. And I read the thing. And then, of course, she gets in and she goes, did you say this to them? She goes, no, it's so fabricated. And then all day today on the set, someone said, do you recognize this story? I went, I must have told somebody this. They can't just print, they just can't print stuff like this. They can't make stuff up, can they? And he said, this is a script. This is a script from our show. Where on the lady, Pat Richardson plays my wife, she threw a pot roast, or we had a fight over a pot roast. I was supposed to come home. They just took a script, and I went, woo, this is really nutty. And all I wanted to do was call him and say, well, I'm actually vegetarian, so that pot roast part of that, everybody knows me, said, Well, that ain't gonna fly. So I was gonna call him and say, that was a cute story, but that pot roast thing, I hate pot roast. You know, so that didn't even work.
They inhaled, huh?
They inhaled.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't inhale. Oh, I'm back there laughing at that. That's very funny.
Now, you think Clinton inhaled, along with the National Enquirer
over and
executives?
over and over. But once you did it once, you had to figure it out. I mean, even, you know, bless his heart, the guy tried at least to stick with the story. You know, but if you okay, that's enough. No. Hey, all right. I just would love to see him doing that.
And then that word we all use?
Ear.
Ear! Yes. Who was that? Somebody, who used to do that?
I think it was Marty McCauley's, a comic, but I used to work with that at Detroit, Cleveland area that worked.
Yeah,
I think he started that joke.
Yes, ear.
Ear.
Now, we should take a commercial and then come back.
Well, let's do that.
Okay, and then we'll finish with Mr. Clinton and inhaling and that guy in the tie.
Yeah, with the tool.
Tool! We'll be right back. Tool! Let's see. I pulled a quote from a more reputable publication, you know.
Oh, boy, sure. What's this one?
This is
Prism
from the
Digest.
Star. No. No,
you know
I
it's
don't-
true if it's in print in the Star.
Now, here's a quote. No, it's from a real publication, kind of. Men enjoy building things because they can't have babies. Was that your quote?
Yes. In my comedy act, I do a lot of. I was raised by a real feminist background. There's 6 boys in our family, 7 boys in the family, 2 girls. And I started reading these books because I was in a room with my wife delivering the kid, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like great, and you're going, what am I here for? And I'm going, you say the wrong thing. Boy, honey, that's gotta hurt, huh? And I realized after this that I had no role in this. And she had the baby in her, she put the baby out of her, the baby's close to her, and I started getting these feelings of jealousy, and then Sam Keen wrote a book called Fire in the Belly. A number of other authors have written the same thing, that men are essentially very irritated, and men that can't control their emotions get mad and start beating women, which is the worst thing in the world to do. But most men are jealous, and that's why men build things. Well, because we build stuff because we can't have what really matters as kids. So we build, look at that, huh? Look at that, huh? Oh, you don't like it? I'll blow it up. Because you watch your wife have a baby, it's amazing what women go through. It's a horrible amount of pain, and it's a horrible amount of pleasure at the same time. They nurse this little kid, and I'm standing back there going, is there a wet bar open? Is there someplace I can film it? And I think that's exactly why men do stuff like that, and build stuff, and but also I think, I'm trying to do a special with ABC doing this, Men Things.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched TNN, that's on cable, the Nashville Network?
Oh,
They have mud bog racing. And if a motor go in it, a man will race it. And I look at this mud bog race, and I should go, yeah, I'm right, yes. And it's a typical male race. It's over in about 8 seconds. Boom! All right. Now wait. But have you ever seen bass fishing? They got these bass fishing shows. And I'm into this bass fishing just because of the equipment they use. These big old bass boats. And it's 2 hay seats sitting on bar stools on a slab of fiberglass with 1,200 Mercury motors behind them. Are bass particularly fast little fish? I mean, gee, how fast you gotta go to catch a fish? Come on, Billy Bob! There's a little fish going through the street. They're gonna catch me! I want to do a special about all things. I'd like to go on a battleship, a big Missouri, a big old Missouri, and skeet shoot Tim Allen's way. A 6-inch gun and launch Volkswagens. Pull! Just a thought, Arsenio.
When you were talking about watching your wife, is sex different after you watch your wife have a baby?
What?
Oh, so do you prefer TV to theater?
Well,
Is that a bad question?
well, it's not. You don't have a wife. God, how do I put this? if you saw a baby come out, you'd go, boy, there's no way I'm ever going to use that area again. What I meant was...
Tim Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Allen. Yes.
What I meant was I do like theater as opposed to television.
Boy. Oh, you know what? You have a thing. Somebody described it to me, and it sounds like what you... I labeled it mammary envy because... you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is there another term, a real term for it? Tell them what mammary envy really is all about.
When I was a kid, I grew up with all my brothers, and we really got irritated by the fact that women always called the shots where I grew up.
Yeah.
You know, you got the car, they got the garage. You got to be able to get in the garage. So women always, no. And women, I'm actually a leg kind of guy, like legs and rear ends.
Yeah.
But women with big breasts, I always thought, they always stand out. That's first thing you look at. Whether you want to be, whether you're a new kind of guy, you still look at breasts. I always thought it'd be fun. Not fun, because I probably wouldn't want them after I had them. But I thought if I could get a great big set of put on me, just for a couple days, so that you'd have to make other guys real uncomfortable. You take off your shirt at the beach, you go, gee, Tim, you got a good-looking set of there, right? They'd say, you should wear a bra. I'm a guy. I'm not wearing a bra. I said this once, and maybe it was a stupid thing to say, and judged by the reaction, it probably was a damn stupid thing to say, but it was just, I thought of how weird it would be if a guy had a set of breasts.
Yeah. Yes.
Boobs or something. Maybe is the wrong word.
Woo! Yes, it is.
What do they call on cows? Aren't those called?
Meat tubes. I don't know. What? Udders.
No, but I think they're called when you...
Oh, yes.
milk a cow.
I'm from Cleveland, man. I don't know. What?
Well, I'm from Detroit. Like, I would know.
Okay. What do farmers call them? Udders?
No, I think it's actually teats.
Teats,
Teats,
yes.
right? We put them into those silver things on there.
You know, right now, my lawyer's in the booth looking like Don King. Ah! What's going on?
I'm not mean anything by them. I don't mean anything. I like theater as opposed to television.
Thank you. Oh, gosh. Where do we go? Let's
get a shovel.
Let's get back to the cards.
Dig out of this hole right now. The
you know
crowd's
what?
turning on me.
You know what? A lot of actors change names because someone else in SAG has that name. Now, you've seen that happen. You change names for a totally different reason. You dropped a part of it.
You're digging me these
Well,
holes.
you know, it's just an interesting. These are fans. They want to know all about
They
you.
used to like me. You liked me before I walked out, didn't you? I see there's some women up here going, I don't think I like this man anymore. I read Camille Paglia. I don't think I like this man anymore. It would just make sense. My original name is Timothy Allen Dick, D-I-C-K.
Mm-hmm.
Just like... It's exactly why I cannot use that name. It's people like you with no sense of class. That's my given name. We're German, and that's what our name is. All my brothers are dicks. My mother's a dick. And this is why I couldn't use that darn name. I grew up with that name. It meant anything. It meant nothing to me. And the first time I went on TV... Well, the first time I went on TV, they put down comedian Tim Dick and the guy with the chyron, the thing that puts the names up, said, no. Who would believe that a comedian would have a name like that? And I took offense to it for a couple of years because that's my name. And I got brothers. We like that name. We're used to it. But it's just not something you can use, so I use my middle name. And you dug this hole for me right now. Well, you bailed me out of this damn one right now.
The funniest part about this interview, for the last 5 minutes, my producer has been waving this sign at me. It's been like this. Oh. So I guess I should say...
Get me out of here.
No, I'm just kidding. The show is doing very well. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. Oh!
And say hello to Pat.
Oh, she was on here, too.
Yeah, she's very cool.
But they want me... Tomorrow night it'll be on a half hour early all over the country. A half hour.
But just once, right?
Just this one time because of the some American Comedy Awards is after.
Oh, okay. So I'll just let me clarify that. Home Improvement usually airs Wednesdays, 9 o'clock ABC, but tomorrow night, only once, it's on at 8:30.
8:30.
Okay?
And a very funny show.
Yeah.
This particular one is
That's
very
why
funny.
Well, they're all funny, man. Now, let's see. Peter Cetera, Chaka Khan, after this commercial. Tim Allen!
He's a gangster
They call me Frank the Money Store.
who'd rather be a comic.
You hear me?
No.
I knew it!
And when Mad Dog saved his life,
You like some candy?
Why don't you give him a back rub while you're at it?
he returned the favor.
He wants me to be your friend for a week.
So what do you do for him? You sleep with him?
I don't think he has sex.
Where'd you hear that?
Robert De Niro, Uma Thurman, Bill Murray,
What do you think of my act?
Mad Dog and Glory, rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Hey, I'm vain. Of course I'm vain. That's why I comb my hair the way I do. That's why I stay in shape.
To compete against men half your age takes a certain kind of power.
That's why I play like an animal.
The power of Power Stick.
I give it everything I have.
50% more wetness and odor fighters per stroke.
This works best for me. I don't want people going around saying, whew, that Connors. He's tough to be around.
Power Stick by Fabergé. Power that won't let you down.
And for women, there's triple action Lady Power antiperspirant. Power that won't let
him so badly.
You stay out of this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops the house on you two.
Very well. I'll bide my time. And as for you, my